Good morning, woodchucks. It's been another week here on the mill. I don't want to say the farm, it's on the mill. Yeah, we're going to be working on the house today. I know I said I would not be putting on any planks on the house so I can figure out between the dry and the wet what's going to happen. But I figured I played a week. We got dry planks. Let's put dry planks on the outside of the house. That way, when the update does come, we can try wet planks, which is all those buildings, versus dry planks on here. Dry planks are ready. A couple of things have changed. I've kind of noticed one time I was driving through here, I'm like, there's apple trees over here, and I did not know you could put beehives over here as well, which makes sense. When I was driving by, I'm like, wait a minute, I got a scarecrow over here. How come I don't have any beehives? So I do have beehives over here now as well. So now we got a total of 10 beehives. So nothing in those four. Those are I would call those the new four, at least for my mill. We'll come over here. The greenhouse I probably should check on. So yeah, finished the harvest in the greenhouse. Now we got pumpkins down everywhere inside the greenhouse. So those have been planted maybe like 4 days ago. So the first four I had nothing. I'm up to 7 hives with no honey. Give me the honey. I mean, 1 jar of honey is 35 food, so that's pretty big. So I got 10 hives and no honey. What the heck? It didn't rain yesterday or anything like that. So where am I money-wise and social point-wise? Well, doing all the jobs I can do besides find the sheep. I'm not doing those until I need some more seeds. But we're back up to almost 17,000. Don't forget, I had to pay $1,000 to put down the beehives. I think they're $250 per beehive, so that's $1,000. And social points are up to 28,000. So we're doing rather good there. As for job quest, over by Oliver, and I think her name is Scarlet. I better just make sure these planks are dry. They should have been dry yesterday, which, yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's a bush trimmer job for Scarlet over here, and I'm going to bring over here just because. So I did the whole job. I was down to 1 bush to cut. Would not cut, and there's been a few jobs like that where I've run to a bush where it's been hard to cut and, I couldn't quite figure it out. And then you find the right angle, then it cut. It's this bush right here. And I tried everything. I was almost done. I tried for like 5-10 minutes, could not get the bush to cut. And I should be able to cut bushes anyways, no matter where I am. Yeah. So those all cut. So this bush here, and Scarlet is the one that gave me the job. But, I mean, if you get the job for bush trimming around Oliver and Scarlet, I guess Scarlet lives here as well, I don't know. I would try doing the bushes first and try doing this one first. I tried, like I said, there's been other quests where there's been a funny bush I couldn't cut, but if you put the chainsaw down and kind of like walk around, eventually it goes away. This one here, I had no luck on that bush there, so yeah, I spent like 20 minutes doing the whole job to get down to 1 bush that wouldn't cut, and I was like, the heck with it. And to get rid of the quest, what I did was I had to reload the game to the last quest and just skip that one and said heck with it for now. But I've been doing quests for the last 10 days, like I said, skipping ones for the sheep. So fixing buildings, transport jobs, and bush trimming jobs. I've only cut down a few trees because I wanted to try out our 134 tractor with the trailer. Also, that tree right there. I mentioned last episode, like we clear cut this whole property. That tree came back. I cut that tree again, and when I reload the game, it just keeps coming back. So, I mean, this tree just keeps going by itself. Anyways, I almost got run over by a van. Well, that's a quick way to end your saw milling career. So let's come over here, and we're going to grab some dry planks. I don't know. The first thing I want to try is the front door. And I may have left my front door open, but that's fine. The first thing I want to try is the front door. And the reason why I want to try the front door is because I put wet planks on that door. We were repairing, I think, one of the garages or something over here that had like 4 planks left. And I said, you know what? I can do a door. And I said, let's do a door in the house. So those are wet planks. I'm just curious, I mean, how does the game know the difference between wet and dry planks? I mean, are we going to be able to tell when we put it on up? So if I go over to the front door, rebuild with wood planks. So yes, those are wet planks. No, I'm doing the door frame, it looks like. Okay, I'm not sure if I did the door or the door frame on that. Not sure. I don't know how one would be sure. I might be doing panels on the inside as well. I mean, if I do, I do, I guess. I mean, we got 32 dry planks sitting there, so I guess it's not going to be the end of the world. But I mean, I'd rather just do the outside if I can. And looks like I'm going to go through them quite a bit. Yeah, I think I'm doing the inside as well, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know what? Whatever. Whatever. Am I doing the inside as well? Yes, we are, I guess. So, well, I'm going to go through the planks. That's fine. That is fine. It's all good, in a way. There, so how is the house looking just by doing that? Well, it's a big improvement, that's for darn sure. Like I said, if I don't do the inside, that's fine by me as well. I just want to get the outside kind of done, just to make it look good. And being dry planks, I'm making sure that I get the whole section done. I don't want to run out. I probably should have checked to see what the jobs were today, but really, it's going to be pretty much just fixing the house. And then we're probably going to go cut down a couple trees so you can see the tractor in work with the old trailer. I'm trying to think, I will have enough cash after I sell the plank. Well, I don't know how many planks I'm going to have left. But I should have enough cash to buy a trailer to haul the bark around that holds 11,000 tons. Or I can get... Oh, I ran out of planks. That really... I wasn't paying attention. Or I can get the logging trailer. I was kind of hoping to get the truck, but my guess is that truck is going to be rather expensive. But if you do the social jobs every day, you can see in 10 days I got about maybe, what, $12,000 worth? I think we were at 7. Yeah, so I got like 10,000, and I think my social points went up by a bit more than that as well. What the heck happened in here? Not sure what happened in here. Why are all some... What the heck? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there. Back to repairing the house anyway. So at least we'll have the dry planks on the house. I don't think I fixed the door, though. I think I fixed the door frame and not the doors. So I may be wasting planks here, but at least when the update does come, whenever that is, we'll have a good idea what's going on. I kind of hope they fix this thing to where when you run out of planks, you got to like start over on a section. It kind of blows. Trying to get that one hammer up there. I'm going to burn through so many planks just trying to get sides done, just because it's hard to tell. Like I said, I don't know what hammer's for the inside, what hammer's for the outside. You know, Peanut, how about if you just put up the scaffolding and get it over with? No, because I'm stubborn this way. I don't know what I was just hammering there, but Looks like I'm doing the floor on the inside. Might as well finish this floor because I'm going to waste planks. Thought I was doing the door frame on the pantry. But apparently the door frame on the pantry does not upgrade. Better keep my eye on my planks over there so I can figure out my calculation at the end. The athlete in me is coming out, just trying to get these hammers in. Well, that one's way up there. But we can get it. Yeah, the inside's going to look rather weird because some walls will be done and some won't be. And so that's what's getting me. I don't know which hammer's the inside, which one's the outside. I'm going to be burning through so many planks because I'm not getting walls completed. Alright, 6. That's not going to get me enough. So I'm going to go grab another 100. If I grab another 100, does it go up like by 106? I don't think so. So I grab for another plank, and yeah, it just says 100. It doesn't say 106. So I guess I'll have a plank in there, a crate in there with this 6 on it. How is the house looking? So yeah, I mean, just by... Can you tell the difference? Or is that just the way the shadow's playing tricks on me? I think it's just the way the shadows are. I was thinking, are these boards actually a little bit darker than these? Which would make sense between wet and dry, but I think it's just the way the shadow's playing the effect on me. Is it that one? No. Alright. I'm just going to do, I guess, all the hammers, I guess. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some on the... No, it's an inside one, I think. That's an outside one. Like I said, I mean, we're going to do this eventually anyways, right? But the thing is, if you can paint wet planks, then I don't want to say I'm wasting dry planks. I did see someone did some calculation how many dry crates it would take to pay off the uncle's loan, and they said it was something like 850 or something, somewhere in there, 850 crates of dry planks before you can pay off the loan. Which does sound like a lot, but I think they just took the price what you get for dry crates and didn't take into consideration that you got wood chip boards that you're going to create in the meantime and everything else. And like I said, as far as I'm concerned right now, I have no idea what I just fixed. Paying off the uncle doesn't really... I don't know. It doesn't really benefit you too much as far as I'm concerned. Unless we get his tractor and trailer. But at that point, probably a lot of us have already gone ahead and bought the tractor and trailer. How close am I? I've done this before where I'm on a repair job trying to get to a hammer and I try to walk closer to the wall and I fall off the platform. Made my way to the deck side. All the other sides I think are done. There's just hammers everywhere. So I'm just, if I see one that I think it needs to be done, I'm just, yeah, we're just hammering away here. Or nail gunning away. I have no idea if they're for the inside or the outside, but yeah, the inside of the house, I don't want to say is looking funny because some walls are done, some aren't, from doing it from the outside. And I think I'm on my 5th plank of crates, or crate of planks. There, I think that is done. The deck I'm not too worried about at this time. Yeah, so you can see the inside is... Some of the inside walls are done. Like that one didn't get done. A lot of these are done. That floor got done, but you know, I guess it all needs to get done at some point. Yeah, hampers everywhere. Gotta remember to close that door down there, though. How many more do I got? 46. All right, try to keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm hammering sometimes. You know, you just there's just so many of them. But luckily, like I said, we only had 32 crates down there, down to about 28 or so. Well, that one looks like it needs it. That one there. No, it must be an inside one. Like I said, I'm really just trying to get the outside done. Well, I think I'm done with the house for the dry planks. The reason being, I probably should have thought of this first. Because we tried the door. If I come over to the garage, which we did with wet planks, I have dry planks. I cannot swap out the dry planks for wet planks. So if they're going to make it to where the wet planks are not paintable and only the dry ones are, hopefully they make it so we can change out the wet planks for dry ones, because right now you cannot do that. So right now I feel like I'm wasting dry planks, but I guess at that point it's fine. Not a big deal for me anyways, at least I don't think so. But at least the outside of the house is looking nice. The inside of the house is patchy, I guess is the word that we use. Let me close this door. We don't need that door anymore. Well, I need a door. What I mean is I need it closed. The bedroom looks nice as well. The deck looks like crap still, but yeah, and all these boards here. I don't want to waste any more dry planks and all that. So let's see, what's the next step here? I probably should... Oh, this is the one thing I kind of forgot. Yeah, during the week, I noticed this down here, and it says, now you are a trusted member of our society now. You now have a lifetime chance to own the lumber mill and become a respected businessman. You can also start working on the major task for the county. I went down there to see what this is, and there's nothing there. So if there's, I'm not sure if that quest is there or not. Not really sure what that means. Maybe in future updates we will see. But anyways, the house is done with dry planks. But I think I may have wasted them right now. Who knows? Who knows? The next thing we're going to do, what time is it? Oh, it's only 9:30 in the morning. What's my... my food's fine. I don't need food for what we're doing. We're going to grab our new tractor, the 134, and our old trailer. And we're going to go up and we're going to cut down some trees. Just get one load. That's all we're going to do, because the rest of my day is probably going to be spent selling the rest of the dry planks that I have. And, of course, restocking the dryer with wet planks. Is this attached or not? It's kind of interesting in Lumberjack's Dynasty, when you leave something attached and you exit the game and reload the game, it's still attached. In Farmer's Dynasty, no, it doesn't. So it's kind of interesting in that sense. So this is our 134. I think last episode I said our uncle might be jealous because we got the 134. Well, so does he. I should have realized that when it was the same color. And I probably should try to get this... You know what, let's pull in here. Because I don't want to be the same as my uncle having the same color tractor. Let's come over here, and I'm going to try to get it to be the same color as our platform truck. Yeah. Good luck with that, right? Right, let's go in here. Let's see if it's kind of like that kind of color there. It's going to be like this. And maybe something like that-ish. There we go. Close enough, probably. When I go park it next to it, I'll find out. Presets would be awesome. Because then you know you're exactly at the same color. But like I said, I did cut down a few trees and use this tractor to see how it pulled. And it pulled Of course, better than the old putt-putt. But even going up a hill like this, you would think with 134 horse compared to, I have no idea how much horsepower the old putt-putt has compared to this. But you would think this would go just a little bit faster. So yeah, from what some people told me, definitely upgrade the logging trailer when you can. I don't mind it right now because we're so close to the mill, going back and forth, it's not that big of a deal. But I can see, you know, if you can save yourself, if you can make 3 trips compared to 1, it does save you some time. And of course, having a huge load of trees in the back would be awesome as well. Alright, we'll just park right on here. I should also mention at one point, when I was clear cutting over here a while ago with the old tractor, just make sure you keep your tractor and logging trailer away from where the trees are going to fall. I had a tree fall on top of the arm, and I was able to cut the limbs off the tree and cut the tree into certain sections, but there was one log that was on top of the arm. I could not get to it. I was at full sleep and full food, and I couldn't pick it off the trailer as well. And of course, anytime you have a log on the trailer that it can't quite figure out, the physics on the trailer go haywire, and my trailer fell to the ground a couple times. I actually had to revert back to an old load and an old saved and reloaded the game in order to fix that problem, get the tree off the trailer itself. We're just going to finish up by cutting down a couple of trees and bring them to the mill and drop them on in. Like I said, I'm not really doing it to get more crates down because I got plenty of crates. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what that was either. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with the wet and dry planks. Like I said, if they're going to make it so where the dry planks are only paintable and the wet ones are not, then the old buildings, I don't want to say the old buildings, the ones I've kind of repaired, you're going to fall that way into traffic. Brilliant. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to paint those apparently because I can't change them, at least at this stage anyways. But at least we're an honorable citizen, or whatever heck that thing said. I don't know what that means where it says I can do better quests. I've actually thought about paying off the uncle a little bit. Oh, and I also wanted to show that because a lot of people have been talking about they're paying off the uncle, but it's not taking the money off. And I'm not going to quite do it here, but can I do this with a chainsaw, game information? So when you want to pay off the uncle, maybe people are not doing this. When it says current amount, so you would move the slider bar here. You got to make sure you hit past the money. I don't know, maybe people are not doing that. I'm not quite sure. But Uncle Charlie is not getting in my cash right now, because I may want the cash for something. I didn't delimb this tree, but it's already delimbed somehow. Alright, no problem. Yep, you're gonna... Okay, I gotta find out where... When the tree does this, you just gotta find out where it might be causing a problem, because it's kind of hard to cut the tree down when it's doing that. There we go. Now it's not bouncing up and down. Got that problem all solved. And also find out when you cut the tip off the top of the tree. Sometimes you don't get the tip, sometimes you do. I don't know why that is. So this forest that we have right now should have about, what, 46 trees left on it? Yeah, 46 trees. Started with 50. I cut down 2 previously just to try out this new tractor and with the old trailer. And now I cut down 2 more, so that's a total of 4. Yes, do the math. That's down to 46. Unless I get a magical tree like in the other forest where the tree just keeps reappearing. Not close enough, really? There we go. Of course, now we got to get used to the steering. I mean, I should be used to it. All the hours I have in Farmer's Dynasty, it's the same kind of tractor. I've gotten so used to the old putt-putt recently in Lumberjack's Dynasty. So I did check on the other tractors. Definitely, like a lot of people said, right now in the state of the game, until they just update the 90 horsepower, the Linder 90 is having some issues. So the only other tractor is a 94. So I'm trying to think, well, and of course everyone just said, you know, definitely stick with the 134. I'm like, well, if everyone's saying that, I'm not going to spend my time testing it. I did a little testing here and there, and I was like, okay. Just expecting a little bit more out of it. Come on, I know you want to fit there. Are you in or not in? So also I should mention, like, if you ever put a log in the back of the trailer, I can only, you know, talk about this one here because it's the only one I've ever tried so far. If you ever see a log like dancing around up and down, you may want to pick it back up and reset it because that could cause your trailer to have a whole sorts of issues. Let's get these logs out of the road so the traffic doesn't have a problem. Yeah, if you do cut a tree across the road, the traffic will stop and not try to drive through it. I see the old tractor, the old putt-putt, probably wouldn't have made that little bit of a hill right there. I think I tried that a couple times with the old one. Are you on or are you not on? I can't tell. Well, you must be on because you're staying pretty well stable. And then if I just grab this one here, we are good. So now I got 4 more beehives. Well, the outside of the house is looking good. I use dry planks for it, but I don't, you know, I can't see the difference between the dry and the wet ones right now. As for when you nail them onto a building and a structure, and you can't replace the dry planks over wet ones, and I'm sure you can't replace the wet ones over dry ones. So yeah, I'm not sure. That's all I gotta say about that. So do what you think that you might want to do. But like I said, the word on the street is down the road that the dry planks are going to be paintable, while the wet ones won't be, which would kind of suck. So hopefully they do something. If that's the case and we can't change the planks, I would hope that they do something like they did in Farmer's Dynasty, where you can revert the building back to its original state, and then I can put the dry planks on it to paint when I want to. And painting's not available in the game yet, so I know some of you might be saying, you got paint over there, grab the paintbrush and go over and, no, it's, I mean, I could try it. I mean, but everyone says, no, they tried it, it doesn't work. So, I don't know. But it should be a pretty good day, the rest of the day here on the mill. I got all these to sell. All the dry planks left to sell. So, I'm going to get, let's see, I used about 4 or 5 planks. So, I'm probably going to get like 8 grand from selling those. And as for all the wet ones we have, well, I'm going to obviously put 32 more back into the dryer. So that'll leave me down to about 100 wet planks. I could sell a lot of those and get a lot of cash, but right now I'm just hanging on to them because it's one of those things. I think I'll just leave them there until I actually definitely 100% need the cash. Because if there becomes an update to where what's his name, James, we're business partners with James on building houses. If I can rebuild using wet planks, then I want to use the wet planks and have them all there. Although all these logs I'm putting in is probably going to create me a few more crates. Alright, those are going on down to the river. Let's go ahead. I'm going to park this up and park it next to... I'll drop off the trailer. Then I'm going to park this next to the platform truck to see how close the color I got to the platform truck. So yeah, like I said, I got enough cash, just about, I will have, definitely to buy the trailer that holds 11,000 tons, or I can buy the logging trailer. Yeah, that color's not, well, looking at this angle, it looks like spot on, so I'll accept that. The problem is I'm seeing that some of the traffic vehicles are exactly the same color, so it's kind of odd, but it is what it is. But we do have the biggest tractor in the game right now. Works rather well. I'm somewhat pleased with it, but I think I expected more out of it. And the last thing I want to do, I was like, I better check the humidity. Yeah, stupid. They're all ready to go. Only got 2 chipboards. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to keep those there unless I run, when I get done loading those. If I got some space on, then I'll bring them on down to sell them. Somebody wanted to see the logs going through the mill. So I've seen this and kind of watched it before. It doesn't matter the size of the log until it gets to right here. Every log that comes off here is the same exact size graphically and everything. So if you see a thin log going there or a huge log, when they come out here, they're all the same size. So right now we got it on, of course, make planks. This machine right here, if I get close enough, I can turn it on to where we'll just debark the logs and put the logs over on the other side. But right now we're making planks. So we'll see the logs come on down through here. As well, you know what? I'll just bring them back when the logs get back here. We can watch them go through. Because a couple people said they like to see the logs go through and see how the mill actually works. And we'll see if I can keep up with the logs when they do go through. I don't know why, but that song "Rolling on the River" just came to mind as I'm watching these logs come on down. And yes, that's still the only drop-off point that's working right now in the game. So there's a log, nice big log going on up and in. Probably should actually come up here. And yes, it will go through those metal rings. It's a little bit big. They should make those bigger, I think. Then, of course, it goes into here, which is a debarker. That little spindle thing is supposed to be taking the bark off, but it doesn't show it until there. I guess the whole log has to go through. And when the logs come out here, they're all the same size. And then it will come down here, and this is where that machine I showed you, if we wanted this logs, it would flip it over and the logs would go into the log pile on the other side, but we're doing planks, so it's going to let it roll on down through here. And then, of course, this thing will slide in, and of course we got our saw blades right here, which are rather quiet, but yeah, that's what makes our planks, and of course any leftovers and wood chips go into the wood chip pile, which help create the crates. So if you're in the beginning stages, I would say definitely go ahead and make the planks, because you're going to get wood chips out of it. Either way, you're going to get bark no matter what. But if you're just making the logs, yeah, that log would just then go from there and just deposit onto the other side. And when you do the job for Uncle Charlie, you will get the original 3 logs that you put in there. And you can see the 3 logs in here. Those will be made, I do believe that some buildings will be doing like log cabins. So that's what I think those will be for. And really, if you look at what the mill... I mean, the mill only offers, where is it? Barkless log, 80 euros. You're definitely, I think you're definitely better off making more. You'll definitely make more money doing planks, wet or dry, in that case. And plus, you get the wood chip crates as well if you're doing planks. Wood log price. So if I were to sell, if you just sell just a wood log after you cut them up, you can get 50 euros a piece while bringing them back to the mill. All right. Yeah, so that's that. So yeah, I end up using 4, 5, 6, 7. So far I've used 7 crates of planks to do the house, and the house is, the outside's done, but the roof isn't, and some of the inside walls and the floor's not done. Let's just say if you round up, probably a dozen crates it would take, which is not bad, considering, but they're worth more than the wet ones. But yeah. The rest of my day, I'm going to sell all these. Of course, like I said, put wet ones in there. And the one thing I haven't checked, but I might be too hungry. All right, let me go ahead and, oh, no, that's the wrong button. My deer pate, I'm getting kind of low on the deer pate. What do we got here? A bush trimmer. I'll probably do a repair job. Ooh, I like those. Repair job and transport. All jobs I don't mind doing at all. So, actually, I might do these jobs first. I don't know why I'm telling you, because you're not going to see me do it. But I'm going to do those jobs first before the NPCs call it a day. I don't know if they go in outside at 8 o'clock. And I can sell these anytime and put those into the dryer. But that's going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here in Lumberjack's Dynasty. But until then, have a good one.